And the libero, 5'8", sophomore number 7, Tori Hansen. Head coach for the Mavericks is Brady Starkey, assisted by George Padgett and Joy Teets. And now for your Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons. First of all, the non-starters, number 1, Becca Kane. Number 3, Addie Culligan. Number 5, Lexi Gilbertson. Number 9, Madison Wassing. Number 10, Amber Kluge. Number 11, Madison Klein. Number 12, Mackenzie Reeder. Number 13, Gabby DeBoer. Number 16, Elise Baki. And number 18, Caitlin Selensky. And now your starters for the Dragons. Middle blockers, 6'1" sophomore from Fargo, North Dakota. Number 6, Kylie Conwisher. Defensive specialist, 5'4" junior from Brandon, South Dakota. Number 8, Taylor Thorson. Outside hitter, 5'11" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Number 14, Amanda Carlson. Right side hitter, 5'11" sophomore from Prior Lake, Minnesota. Number 15, Lauren Kiewit. Middle blocker, 6'1" junior from Hudson, Wisconsin. Number 17, Kaylin Jenkins. And middle blocker, 5'8" freshman from Isanti, Minnesota. Number 19, Layla Saker. And the libero, 5'5" senior from Ada, Minnesota. Number 2, Monica Vega. The head coach for your Dragons is Tammy Blake, assisted by Bob Jones and Lauren Cadlock. The officials for this afternoon's match, Suzanne Jansen and Doug Lothenbach. The line judges, Tara Billiet and Brooke Gromwald.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome inside Nemzek Fieldhouse on the campus of Minnesota State University Moorhead for today's NSIC volleyball matchup between the MSUM Dragons and the Concordia St. Paul Bears. Hello, everyone. My name is Tanner Robinson, and I'm joined by Alexis Kennedy. And in case you weren't with us last night, Dragons coming off a tough loss, a sweep loss to Minnesota State Mankato. They just could not find any answers defensively or offensively. So they made some adjustments. They have Layla Zaker in as starter and Taylor Thorson as well. So Lex, what do those lineup changes kind of signify as they try to bounce back here?
Well, we talked about last night too, is tonight is going to be another tough match, but also probably just trying to get some new faces in there, see a different attack. Maybe those freshmen aren't quite producing what Tammy Blake wants, and after last night's performance, nothing was really clicking for the Dragons. So, you know, I think those adjustments were definitely needed, and to try something new and see what will get the ball rolling for the Dragons.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Concordia St. Paul, of course, #1 in the nation. However, just coming off a 5-set loss in Aberdeen last night to Northern State. So they're trying to bounce back from a loss of their own as we get underway here in set #1. Thorson to serve. And right away, there is Sarah Masick in on the kill.
Even though they did have a loss last night, I think they're still ready and raring to go. It was a 5-set match, but their offensive threat is going to be huge today.
Sarah Masick, of course, in that match, having a career-high 26 kills. Part of a fearsome foursome, if you will, for the Bears. More on that later as Amanda Carlson answers for the Dragons.
You know, last night we didn't see her get off to a good start, so hopefully tonight for the Dragons, if they want to be successful, this is one person, Amanda Carlson, that they're going to need to produce and get some kills for the Dragons.
And Masick again comes right back with a hard swing there. As I mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, Masick part of a foursome along with Aaron Follert, Brooklyn Lewis, and Hope Schiller. All 4 of those players combined for 66 kills last night against Northern. Still in a losing effort. And Kylie Conwisher getting MSUM back on the board here. Trading points early.
I think what we talked about last night too is nothing really clicked for the Dragons, and something that they're going to need to at least put a slowdown on the strong offense from Concordia is their blocking. They need that to click tonight. They need to slow down those touches for their background to get them some balls to run.
A nice block there from Conwisher. Carlson gets the kill. Dragons take a 3-2 lead.
What I already like to see out of the Dragons is they're swinging hard right out of the bat. They're not being timid, rolling, tipping, so good for the Dragons. As well as Concordia is still swinging pretty hard, but Dragons are getting a good few touches right away on the blocks.
And that one touched out as Brooklyn Lewis gets her first kill of the match.
I think that got Conwisher in the face. Either that was a deflection or she just jumped really high.
She appears to be okay after that. And a nice kill there on the left side from Aaron Follert. Early set trading points. Nice hard swing there from Sydney Book there in the middle.
Well, Concordia is doing well so far. We talked about it kind of in the beginning. They're hitting the corners. They're not just going straight down the middle. They're hitting the left side, right side, which on a defensive standpoint is pretty hard to defend when you don't know which way she's going to go around the block. But that also is on your block to get up and funnel the ball to your defense. So when the defense or when the block is behind or not together, it cannot help funnel. And then defensively, it's a struggle to see where that hit's going to go.
Selesky digging it out. Gilbertson. Nice digging there from the Concordia back end. And that one off the antenna as Conwisher will get credit for the kill. Now Amanda Carlson back to serve for the Dragons. And a nice answer there from Follert. And she'll go back to serve. Follert had 13 kills last night against Northern. So half the number of Masick's, but still a nice contributor. And there's Book again in the middle as she hits it right to Seletsky, and Seletsky cannot recover from that.
I think the different thing from last night, too, that Dragons have to adjust to is they don't just have one hitter coming at them. They have at least 2 or 3 coming at them at all times. Strong, hard hits.
And a service error there from Follert, which contributed a little bit to their loss. They had, Concordia St. Paul had 12 service errors against Northern. If they would have cleaned those up, they maybe could have pulled one out in 5 sets. But on top of that, they also had 32 hitting errors.
You know, and I mentioned this before, too. When it comes to serving aggressive and hitting aggressive, that comes with errors. When you're swinging as hard as you can, when you're serving as hard as you can, that's going to come with more errors than you are from swinging timidly or softly or serving, you know, safely. When it comes to being aggressive, sometimes errors are more prominent.
That one going off of Gilbertson and Jenkins. And Golden Bears still with a 1-point lead here. A very close first set. Hard swing from Masick, and that gets through the block.
If you look too with the Concordia with their passing, their passes are going a lot lower and a lot faster, which is giving them that chance to run a faster pace offense.
Jenkins trying for the kill, dug up by Nutter. And Kiewit and Jenkins going for the block there, but called out. That one just missing the right line. Peyton Nutter back to serve. Gilbertson with the hard swing, dug up by Follert. Gilbertson right back. A nice kill there from Hope Schiller.
Even though Concordia won that, I really liked the swing that I saw at Alexi Gilbertson, and I think Coach Tammy Blake is trying to see what she can rely on that outside position. What I'd like to see from her, though, is not the same swing, not the same hard, deep corner swing. I want to see her go down the line, take those cuts. So hopefully whoever she has in that outside position can adjust her swings and adjust her hits to help the Dragons.
Dragons down by 4 points here.
A lot closer game than it was last night. I think each set, the Dragons were in a 5 or 6 point hole to dig out of, and this first match here, they are going back and forth. Kind of, Concordia's gotten a little bit of a lead here, but the first about 10 points were back and forth, which I think shows the Dragons are making adjustments, and maybe those player adjustments are helping, but also too with Concordia, maybe they're just trying to get settled in and work their offense.
And like you said multiple times last night during the first set, it's sort of a feeling out process as we get into the early stages here.
Yeah, when it comes to timing and defense too, like I said, Concordia, they're running a fast-paced offense. So next time when you see their passes, you're going to see how low they are, and they're not low passes, but they're more at the setter rather than up, which it runs faster. Therefore, it's hard on the defensive side to time that up sometimes.
Timeout, Dragons looking to dig out of a 4 point deficit. Vega trying to dig out the swing from Masick there, and just a little too hard for her to recover. Nice high vertical leap there from Masick. Sorry, after 4 kills on the match, but Lexi Gilbertson with a nice hard kill to follow. Now Kiewit back to serve. Nice dig from Vega. Well, right in the face of Vega. Sarah Masick once again with the kill.
We have to give credit to Concordia too, because if Monica Vega is not getting up those digs, you know that they're swinging hard.
She also tried to dig a lot from Morgan Olson of Mankato last night, and she was a hard swinger too. And there's Masick with another one. Concordia St. Paul going up by 6 early. It's already 6 kills on the match for Masick. Kiewit setting up Gilbertson. Trading in possessions here. Jenkins and Zaker trying to get the block there.
If you saw there, that was a great transition defense from Concordia. They got the ball. As you saw Hope Schiller out on the end over there, she got off, did her transition, and got available to hit. And that's what you have to do in situations. I think sometimes the Dragons get caught and are a little slow, and they're not able to take a good transition or approach. But on that last point there, you saw Concordia do a great transition defense into offense, and it worked out for them in the end.
Another timeout called here from Coach Tammy Blake and the Dragons. Trying to kind of slow this game down a bit as they're down by 7.
I do have to say they had a much better start this match, and it's far from over, but they have to again turning point needs to be now. They need to start chipping away. They can't let them, push to that 17, 18, 19 points, because we've seen it before. They kind of just get, not stuck, but they kind of just stay back in that, 7, 8 points behind and are not able to come ahead and make adjustments.
Dragons finding themselves in a familiar scene from last night. They also got down to a big deficit early in the first set. Although it looked a lot closer very early than last night, as they traded points a lot, but now Concordia is off and running here. Elizabeth Moore back to serve for the Golden Bears. Kaylin Jenkins with a nice kill there. Jenkins leading the team in kills last night with 8. Providing really the only offensive spark we saw out of the Dragons last night against the Mavericks. But answering right back is Brooklyn Lewis on the right side. 16-9, Golden Bears lead in the first set. And a miss hit there from Jenkins results in an ace from Hope Schiller.
That was a great serve.
Schiller back to serve once again. Carlson with a nice floater. And a hard swing from Lewis results in another point for the Golden Bears. 9-point spread between the two teams now. And Zaker gets the kill on the right side. Layla Zaker getting on the board for the first time today. And another kill from Masick. Now Tori Hansen back to serve. Nice set there, and Sydney Book capitalizes on that assist.
Again, like I said earlier, Concordia St. Paul doing a great job painting that corner. You saw how high she reached for that left corner, as well as you had Masick as well, that last kill, again, going for those great corners.
And Dragons answer right back. Saker with another kill. Nice answer there to get a point for MSUM. Still down by 9, however. And a little miscommunication there, and Aaron Follert will get the kill.
We see it a lot more often than personally I would like, is the ball falling in the middle of the court. It happens quite a bit with the Dragons, and I think that's just, again, getting used to playing with each other and relying and being comfortable with your teammates, because you have to be able to trust your teammates. And when you don't trust your teammates, that's when the balls drop, and that's when you're not running a good defense or offense.
And a hard swing from Follert, but that goes wide. A little bit of the hitting errors coming back, maybe to bite them. We'll see how the rest of this first set pans out. And another hitting error there from Sydney Book as that one goes long.
When you're kind of ahead by 6 or 7 points, they're errors, but they're swinging hard, looking for those touches. But again, when you're ahead, it's easier to want to swing harder and try to power through, per se. It's a lot more fun, too.
Absolutely it is, and Golden Bears answering there. Fowler back to serve. Nice dig from Carlson. Vegas setting it. Selensky. Gilbertson will get the kill there as she gets through the wall. That was Book and Elizabeth Moore trying to block that. But Gilbertson with enough force on that ball to get through both of them. We'll save it there. Gilbertson gets blocked. This time hitting it over the wall. And Book will find an open spot on the court, and she'll get the kill there.
As we saw there with the Dragons, a lot of auto system. And with the Dragons, I think they're becoming predictable. You had Lauren Kiewit on the opposite side ready, but you kept feeding your outside. And when your outside is up blocking, getting back, it's hard for them to transition, and they're not able to get a good attack. So for the Dragons, be a little bit too predictable on where to go and not running their offense correctly.
Another kill there from Masick as Jenkins not able to get over in time to recover. And nice placement there from Schiller. Going cross court on that kill.
That was a great swing. You saw she was pushed off the net, pushed too far off, so for her to adjust and get it down the line, that was a great adjustment as a hitter by Schiller.
And with that, Concordia St. Paul takes set number 1 by a score of 25-15. And we'll be right back in about a couple minutes for set number 2.
Dragon fans, make some noise. All right, who wants it? Anyone, anyone? All right, now let's see. Who has the ball signed by Scorch? You do? Fantastic. Let's give it up for our Rustica Best Seats winner. And now fans, the courtside seats are open. Feel good to come down to the courtside seats.
2 about to get underway.
Tanner, as we were just talking here, much better start for the Dragons tonight, but still kind of getting to that 10-15 point range and falling off, like letting the wheels fall off the wagon a little bit. I think they need to keep pushing forward. I definitely think Concordia St. Paul got settled into their offense, which is a great offense, and a few minor technical like blocking things, as in the Dragon blockers are not pulling in far enough or pulling out far enough. So again, like we talked about last night, if they can get touches on the blocks, that's really going to help their back row players set them up for their offense. So some adjustments definitely need to be made here.
And of course, at the beginning of the set, they traded points, but just not able to keep up with them in the first set, and just losing all momentum. But a good bounce back opportunity here as set number 2 gets started. Nice dig from Vega to keep that alive. And a solo block from Jenkins to get the second set going. Huge block from Jenkins there. Blocking the kill attempt from Sarah Masick, who had 8 in the first set. Nice dig from Zaker. A nice dig right back by Elizabeth Moore. And on the right side, Brooklyn Lewis will get the kill. As she finds the left corner. Comisher the floater. And Masick able to get through the wall. Comisher and Zaker trying to put one up, but getting right through it.
Great on Concordia St. Paul to move their hits over. Dragons a little bit late on that block. Those are the adjustments that I've been talking about that they have to make, that have to get touches on.
Nice dig from Thorson, and not just touches in general, but clean touches. But Amanda Carlson getting a kill, nice kill right down the left line of the court.
Yep, in the beginning of the first match, first set too, we talked about how if the Dragons want to be successful, they need Carlson to be on, and we've seen her with a few, but I think she can produce a little bit more, hopefully, for the Dragons.
A nice hard swing straight down from Brooklyn Lewis.
And too, Concordia can just be out jumping the Dragons too. I mean, if you watch, these girls are jumping really high. Watch this high, like her head is at least 2 feet above the net. Like they're jumping high and swinging hard.
And that serve from Hansen goes long. But yes, with vertical leaps like that, it's no wonder that they're the defending national champions. Very potent offensive attack for the Golden Bears. Nice dig from Carlson on the back. Gilbertson, dug out by Follert. Free ball coming to Concordia St. Paul. Hard swing for Book, dug out by Selensky. A nice block there from Comisher and Kiewit on the right side.
That was a great rally by both teams there. My favorite, I love that dig by Selensky on the right side there. That was a perfect dig and kept your team in the point.
As we saw on that last point, Erin Follert getting good digs. Even though she's an outside hitter, she's also good defensively. She had a career high 21 against Northern State. So a very versatile outside hitter. Carlson trying to get one down the left line, but just missing it wide. And a very familiar sight as both teams trading points here in set number 2. And a nice kill there from Follert. swing from Book. Selensky not able to dig it out. And Sydney Book trying to continue her strong play from the first set. Book had 7 kills in set 1. Just picked up her 8th there as Concordia St. Paul gets another service error. That time from Hope Schiller. That one called out as that ball hits the ceiling and falls on Concordia's side. It's another hard swing from Fowler. Vega trying to dig it up, but the force of that ball propelled it so high, it just went off the ceiling here at Nemzek Fieldhouse. Gilbertson gets blocked. Nice joust there, and Concordia St. Paul wins that one.
I think the net helped Concordia St. Paul a little bit on that one, but still great. I think we're seeing the Dragons. We made a substitution up here, but I think they're trying to get a block on the big powerhouse that's coming out of Concordia St. Paul. Another service error here. Like I said, with being so aggressive, you can kind of take those errors sometimes, but I definitely feel like Concordia St. Paul, especially with your stat last night, they need to clean it up a little bit if they want to be maybe a little bit more dominant and push forward.
A nice pancake there from Kiewit, keeping the play alive. Book gets blocked. But on the other side, it's Hope Schiller as the block attempt goes out. Jenkins and Zager trying to put up another wall, but getting through it again. But Zager comes back with a kill of her own.
You know what I mentioned too in that first set was the Dragons are kind of getting predictable, and you know that last set to Zager, that's what they need to do. They need to mix in that right side, that outside Jenkins, and they need to move their offense around so they're not as predictable to pick up.
Masick dug out by Vega. Vega trying to save that one. But Hope Schiller's kill too forceful to be saved. Back to service, Elizabeth Moore. Vega digs it out. Kiewit able to save it. And Masick finding an open spot as Kiewit's not able to get there in time.
I mentioned it last night too, the right side defense, and with the 6-2 it's kind of hard because your setters are setting from the backside, so they want to pull to the net, get to their position to load their offense. But it has been such a, I want to say like an Achilles heel for the Dragons because they haven't had the solid defense over there, and I mentioned it last night too, resorting to pancaking a lot. I feel if they would run through the ball, get the ball up, and then stay on their feet, it'd be easier. But it comes all with as your team moving along, trying to get together.
Yeah, we've just seen so far with the last two opponents, both the Mavericks and the Golden Bears here, playing well, both opponents playing well defensively.
We're seeing some days, don't you wish you could just read lips so you could see exactly what they're saying?
Yeah, if only I had that skill, but unfortunately I do not. I'm sure she's just trying to calm the team down as much as possible, maybe trying to get those middles going so they can defend. Better against this potent attack as a double hit is called on Concordia St. Paul. A 12-8 lead here for the Golden Bears. That one off the light, but this time not falling on their side, so the play continues. Macer gets blocked by Conwisher. Saker able to dig that. Dug out twice there from Concordia St. Paul. Thorson. Trading digs here on this point. Carlson pops it over. And Masick gets the kill. A lot of digging there happening on that point.
Great rallies and great defensive effort by both. You saw both teams kind of running around. You saw Concordia go all the way over there. So great rally by both teams.
Concordia St. Paul winning that big rally. Won a couple of them throughout this match, and another great dig by Tori Hansen. Kiewit able to save it. Kiewit sets it over. Conwisher able to save the point. That one a little too far, and Carlson will capitalize.
Sometimes when you are trying to run that fast-paced offense, you have more level-headed passes. I think that one just obviously sailed a little bit too far over and didn't quite connect with the setter.
And now Caitlin Selensky back to serve for the Dragons. And Masick with a strong swing there as she's able to get another kill. Let's look at it again. Hard swing as she puts it right over Conwisher.
If you saw there too, you didn't have Amanda Carlson blocking on such a strong middle like Masick. You have to have two blockers up on her. You have to contend her.
And that kill attempt from Lewis goes just wide. Amanda Carlson to serve for MSUM. And the kill attempt from Book goes long, and Dragons get another point off another hitting error. MSUM leading in the error department. Concordia St. Paul having 7, MSUM with 2 only. Gilbertson. Nice pancake from Vega. Kiewit tries to save it, but it falls.
What I'm impressed with Concordia St. Paul is Hope Schiller in the back row. She is going corner to corner. Not only is she an offensive threat, but defensively she is going corner to corner and getting good solid passes for her team.
Gilbertson, hard swing, dug up by Hansen. Kiewit able to get the kill as Fallert not able to get the block. Kiewit with enough force to push past that wall, that solo wall. But Carlson with a service error.
Dragons holding on a lot closer to it in this match. Only 4 points. And I think you have to credit that too. There are some good rallies going on, making adjustments.
There's Gilbertson dug up by Fallert. And a kill attempt from Schiller. Just a bit wide there on the left side.
That would have fallen. That would have been a great kill. Like I talked about earlier, Hope, she is going down the line cross court, being a very undetectable hitter.
And another kill there in the middle from Schiller. Another thing you mentioned before is Concordia St. Paul is varying their kill speeds as opposed to MSUM with very little variety.
Yep, talking about how the Dragons have been so predictable. As for you're seeing with Concordia St. Paul, you have Masick and Schiller up in the front. Both are tipping, going to corners, roll shots. They're being very unpredictable, which on a defensive standpoint is really hard to know what you're going to do, because if they swing, it's really hard. If they tip, it's really, really short. So.
A nice kill there from Schiller. That'll be her 9th of the match. And mishit serve there from Carlson. And Elizabeth Moore will get credit for the ace as Tammy Blake calls another timeout.
I think another stat to look at here is the hitting percentages last night. I believe at the end of the first match, they were hitting .30. So the Dragons are making a little bit better adjustments, hitting .224. That's pretty good. I mean, that's generally about where you want to be, is at 200, 300 level. But you look at Corning St. Paul hitting 400. So 4 out of 10 times if they swing, they're getting the kill. That's pretty dang good, especially now and bouncing back from their loss against the Dragons. And if the Dragons get their block up, I think they can bring that hitting percentage down from 40 to St. Paul. And then bring theirs up in return.
Dragons already hitting better than last match. It's hitting a .224 hitting percentage. They stayed under 10% most of the night last night. So hitting better here based on adjustments from last night.
I still would like to see out of the hitters, though, not to be so predictable. Like I said, not doing the hard cross-court shot that's easy. I really want to see them pulling down the line, doing the roll shots, just doing different hits that aren't going to make them as predictable.
And now the timeout. Elizabeth Moore back to serve. Zager finds an open spot right in the middle. And she'll get the kill there. Now Kaylin Jenkins will try to get it going. And another Dragon point there.
So we're going to have an auto rotation call here on the Golden Bears. Either he was looking at Hope Schiller, or we have the setter coming up from the back, so she might have left too early.
Oh my goodness, what a swing from Masick. Finding an empty hole once again for the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears. Another hard swing, this time blocked. Or at least hindered by that block attempt there. Zager gets the kill. Zager finding a groove on that right side.
Maybe all that she needed was a chance to get in there, and we saw a little bit of her at the end of last night's match, but RJ Day registering a few kills under her belt, getting her comfortable. I think definitely she can bring some energy for the Dragons.
Comisher able to help that dig over. Carlson trying the kill there. Thorson mishits it, but Vega able to get it over. And a hard swing there from Brooklyn Lewis. As the Golden Bears get 21, up 21-17 now. Vega and Thorson both going for the dig there. Vega getting the most contact. As Lauren Kiewit will get the kill. Gilbertson. Gilbertson trying to dig there. Vega was ready for the dive just in case it got through Gilbertson, but it drops anyway. And now Taylor Soini back to serve for the Golden Bears. Gilbertson pushes it over. Commersher will get through the block and get another point for the Dragons.
Dragons really making adjustments, keeping themselves in this match here. You can tell they're able to run their offense a little bit more, getting their their middles more into the mix. But also you're seeing them get touches on those hitters, and that's really helping them. So like I keep saying, if they can get touches on their middle, those strong middles, it's really going to help them.
Now back to service, Aaron Fowler. Kiewit digs it out. Oh, excuse me, that was Gilbertson on the dig there. And that kill just staying in. Sydney Book getting credit for that one. And a set point here for the Golden Bears as they try to take a 2-0 lead. And that'll be called out, and the Golden Bears will take set number 2, 25-19. So a bit of a closer second set than the first, but the Dragons not able to get momentum, to get enough momentum to get the second set and tie this match.
I do think they did gain a little bit more momentum and got a little bit more comfortable within themselves as a team. So if they can take what they were doing at the end of that match, getting touches on the block, getting a good pass to your setter, I think they can come out firing in this third set here.
And then we'll take about a 5-minute break here as we're going to be coming back for set number 3 in just a bit.
To our set break game today, we are playing Serve for the Shirt. The shirts are all numbered and laid out. Those numbers correspond with the prize. We have 9 free pizzas and one $50 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings that one of our contestants, either Jada, Josie, or Stevie, will get. They'll get 3 serves apiece. You ready? All right, here we go. Serve number 1 for Jada. Good hit. So close, but no prize. All right, Josie, it's your serve. Under the net. Oh, it hit the shirt. What number shirt is that there? Number 4, that's a free pizza for you. Great work. Stevie, it's your serve. Good serve, good serve. All right, here we go. All right, good serve. Here we go, Josie. Already with the prize. Nothing doing there, that's okay. Stevie, your second serve. All right, the last serve for these contestants here. Let's give it up, Dragon fans. Good, solid hit, so close. All right, here we go. Oh, so close. And our last serve. Big hit. So close, that's all right. Let's give it up, Dragon fans, for our wonderful contestants.
Welcome back inside Nemzek Fieldhouse. Set number 3 about to get started here. Golden Bears with a 2-0 match lead. A little bit closer of a second set than the first.
Yes, we're definitely seeing the Dragons with those adjustments. Sorry, didn't mean to cut that. Definitely seeing those adjustments, as well as in the front. We saw the Dragons getting a few more touches on the block, which I keep saying if they get those touches, it'll help. And it did. They got those touches, slowed it down, and they're back in it. It's only 25-19, and it's still a pretty close match. Better than 25-11 last night or 25-15. So.
And both sets also involved trading points very early. So Dragons able to stay close with the Golden Bears, the defending national champions. But as the set leans on here, the Bears always find a way to get momentum back as the third set starts with a service error there from Taylor Thorson. Those are mistakes the Dragons should not want to make here as the match draws on. Jenkins with a nice kill there, however.
That was a close one. They were looking for it to be out, but I personally thought it was out too, but she must have just got that line.
Back line, and Brooklyn Lewis's kill attempt goes into the net, but they got 4 hits called on them anyway. Jenkins back to serve. And she'll get the ace as that drops into the middle there, and Tori Hansen must have gotten caught sleeping there in the back end, and she was not able to return it. But there to answer for the Golden Bears is Brooklyn Lewis on the right side. She has been a pretty good force all night. That's her 8th kill of the match. And Sydney Book with a nice swing there.
As we talked about earlier, too, with how strong this offense is from the Golden Bears. I mean, we have Hope Schiller with 8, Brooklyn Lewis with 8, Sydney Book with 10, and Masick with 13. Like, those are great hitting percentages. And like last night, it was just 1. It's like 4. So for the Dragons, it's pretty hard to defend 4 strong hitters.
Absolutely. Just, it's enough with 1 hitter that's strong, but 4 is just very tough to deal with. As Vega tries to chase that one, and that one falls out. And again, trading points here early, as they did in the first 2 sets. And Brooklyn Lewis faking the hard swing there and getting a soft swing instead, and that fooled the Dragons and gave the Golden Bears another point.
And that's just a smart, receptive hitter coming from Brooklyn Lewis, seeing the block up, knowing to go up around it, and like I said, being very unpredictable.
And Carlson and Komisher trying for the block, but it'll fall on the side of the Dragons.
I mean, why not go to Brooklyn Lewis again, right? We talked about it last night, the struggle from defending that right side. And, it hasn't just been the past 2 games that we've seen the Dragons struggle. We've seen them struggle defending that right side a few games back as well. And that comes from your middle and your outside blocker communicating with each other, able to stop, plant where the block is going to be. But again, when Concordia St. Paul is being so unpredictable on multiple hitters, it's really hard to know where they're going to pull in or where they're going to make the adjustment or a different type of hit.
Timeout called here from Tammy Blake as Golden Bears go with an early 6-3 lead in the 3rd set. There you see Brooklyn Lewis there on the right side, making her presence known early in this 3rd set. 3 kills already.
She just hit double digits as well. I have full belief that Hope Schiller will get up to double digits too by the end of this third set. And again, it's just so hard to defend 4 or 5 great hitters.
And Tori Hansen making the serve here. And a little bit of a mishit there from Thorson as Carlson's not able to get that one over.
As we go on here, we talked about how aggressive Concordia is serving again. You're seeing their serves push the Dragons back to that end line, making them serve from the side, making it a harder pass to get up and run.
And Zaker missing the kill attempt there on the right sideline. Tammy Blake believing that was touched by Concordia St. Paul, but still called out. Commershire gets blocked. Carlson on the follow-up. And they try to block the kill attempt from Sydney Book there, but it drops on the Dragon side. Now Madison Wasik making her first appearance of the match. Free ball over to the Bears. And a hard swing there from Lewis once again on the right side.
Sometimes too, when you have the same, let's say we've seen Wasink, Zaker, Gilbertson, you know, when they are such young freshmen, it's kind of hard when you're getting thrown in and out right away. You don't have the experience. You get thrown in for 3-4 points, pulled back out. You know, that can really mess with your confidence as a hitter and as a player. So, you know, maybe all this mixing around is maybe working against the Dragons. I mean, we've seen that outside position continually rotate as well as that right side. And as young freshmen, sometimes it's a little bit of a confidence booster, but then also it takes it away when you get pulled out right away. So, you know, whether that's building them to be a better player or not, I think they're still trying to figure out what is going to work for them.
And there you see assistant coach Bob Jones talking to everyone. Just trying to pump them up as the Dragons are down by 7 points here in the third set. Concordia St. Paul off and running.
You can kind of see a little bit of a mood change. You see Concordia maybe all happy, and we saw it last night too in the third set. The Dragons maybe getting down a little bit, but again, it's hard when you get down by 6-7 points right away. It's hard to climb out of those holes. So, you know, it's something they have to do as a team to adjust and not get down in those big runs.
Concordia St. Paul on an 8-0 run in this first set.
You know,
last 8 points, there's 9 right there.
You know, and this game is such a momentum game. Volleyball is such a momentum and a power game, so it can switch, but when you have the momentum on your side, it just pushes you point after point after point.
Now Tori Hansen trying to keep things going for the Golden Bears. Zaker's kill attempt goes long. And another point here for the Golden Bears, 12-3.
Looking for a touch there, but good to see some smiles out of the Dragons.
Zaker trying again, and this time missing it wide.
We are going to give it to the Dragons. They did see a net violation. Hoping we could see a replay of that. Not today.
Now Caitlin Slensky back to serve. Net violation called on that last point. But coming right back is Sydney Book in the middle.
go with the substitutions. Again, like I said, it can be a confidence booster, it can take away, and currently there are 5 freshmen to 1 senior out there.
A lot of youth on the Dragons side, and Carlson gets the block.
You know, I take a look now because this is what the Dragons, I think, will be for the next few years, or at least 3 or 4 of those faces.
Of course, Vega, Monica Vega, the libero, the only senior in this current setup. So yes, this is absolutely the future for Dragon volleyball here. Carlson's swing goes long. And a 10-point advantage now for Concordia St. Paul. Aaron Fowler back to serve. Carlson, a little help with the net, goes over it, but that is Elizabeth Moore getting a left-handed kill.
Great timely play by Moore on that to just chip it over. Great court awareness as well.
Selensky sets up Wasink. Wasink gets the kill. And Madison Wasink checking in for the first time in this match. And double block there, attempt from Gilbertson, and Selensky is blocked out. This third set has been all Golden Bears. Once again, starting off close, but they went on a nice run in the middle of the third set that led to this 10-point advantage.
You know, at this point in the match too, this is where again it comes back from learning from what this match is giving you, taking what you can to make those adjustments, and this is the turning point. This is where you become a better player and better at the game that you like to play.
And 4 hits called on the Dragons.
And two, you can't help but think that maybe Tammy Blake is puzzled. Maybe she doesn't quite know what to do with her team yet, or what's going to work for them, because I think we can both kind of agree that, you know, there hasn't been like a star. Like, we don't have the 4 powerful hitters, but, you know, maybe get them those adjustments, get to be, you know, Hope Schiller or Wasik at the middle. You know what I mean? It's just giving them an experience now.
Right now it's just figuring out what combinations work and what they can learn from this as they are about to head on the road here for 2 matches. Kill there from Masick. And Hope Schiller back to serve for the Golden Bears. And that kill attempt goes long. 20-9.
At this point too, you know, it's just nice to get some reps in as for the young hitters and for the young women on this team, just to see what it's like against Concordia St. Paul.
Nice dig there from Schiller. And Wassing's kill attempt goes into the net, just a little too far for that kill. She's not able to get it over. And serve goes in there, and it goes into the net there. Now Kaylin Jenkins trying desperately to get something going here for the Dragons as they're down by 11. And a nice block there on the right side from Baki and Zaker. Kill attempt from Masick goes a bit wide. Dragons need to go on a Concordia-like run here. Get just a string of points immediately in this set. But Masick there to slow down the momentum.
I think for the Dragons too, we've talked about it before, the fast-paced offense. Concordia's offense is so fast, but getting those touches, we saw that block by Zaker and Baki on the other side. You know, those are the points that you need. That's the momentum changers right there.
And a nice kill there from Carlson on the left side.
Kind of the same last night. We saw Amanda Carlson in the beginning a little bit, and then at the end a little bit. So kind of the same tonight. You know, need her to maybe step up a little more. And even though she is only a freshman, stepping up a little more, being consistent.
And nice placement there as Erin Follert's there to get it just in front of the back line.
You have to give it to Concordia too. Like I keep saying, being so unpredictable, going to those corners, doing the roll shots, going high, low. They're doing a great job being unpredictable, and you know, I think that's why they are so successful.
I'm not seeing as much painting the corners as I expected, but they're definitely using the front, both the front and the back on all their kill attempts here. As Follert's kill goes a bit long.
Here we are again with the 5 freshmen to 1 senior. Great experience for them to get right now.
Absolutely, nice learning opportunity here for all of them. As the serve from Carlson goes a bit long, and it's match point for the Golden Bears. Erin Follert will try to give the Golden Bears the match here. And a nice bounce back after a tough loss at Northern. Wassink trying for the kill. Left side, that was Schiller. Gilbertson trying to keep it alive. And Schiller will get the kill, and the Golden Bears will take this match. Another sweep loss for the Dragons, but a nice bounce back win for Concordia St. Paul.
I do have to say, I do think the Dragons did make some adjustments from last night game to this night. Obviously not a win, not what you want to be on opposite end about, but much better scores. I think they played a little bit more calm and collected. Obviously a lot of work to do, a lot of adjustments to work on. Still trying to find those puzzle pieces, but overall, I do think they made some adjustments from last night to improve upon.
All right, and Concordia St. Paul, once again, #1 team in the nation, showing why they are the #1 team in the nation. Sarah Masick, and Sydney Book, both finishing with 15 kills on the match, so that's 30 points accounted for. A very potent offensive attack, as we've stated multiple times throughout the match. And next up for Concordia St. Paul is a match at #5 Duluth on Wednesday night, so that'll be a tough matchup for them. But meanwhile, the Dragons will go on the road for 2 matches at Winona State and Upper Iowa before coming back home on the 9th of October against Northern State. So a long road trip coming up and then coming back home. And That'll do it for our broadcast here from Nemzek Fieldhouse. For Alexis Kennedy, I'm Tanner Robinson saying so long, and you all have a great night.